Hello, my name's Sunny and I'm the SA Mentor. Welcome to this series of videos in which I'm going to be addressing the top 5 myths that surround serviced accommodation as a property strategy. So, myth number 1, okay, dealing with lots and lots of guests coming in and out of your property, okay, is actually more hassle and there's more pain associated with that than dealing with a single tenant. All right, so let's look at this in a bit more detail. So let's look at your tenants in your single let properties. All right. So when you get a tenant, you're obviously going to vet them. You're going to put them through a whole process to make sure that you get a tenant that is suitable for your property, your area, and is the type of tenant that you want to have in your properties. Okay, well, this can go one of 3 ways, can't it? You'll get what you want. You'll get yourself a really good tenant. And you'll have virtually no hassle. They'll get settled in, everything will be working fine, and that's sweet. That works. It works really, really well for lots of people, and in the vast majority of cases, let's be clear, that's where it goes. But you do also get either a dodgy tenant, which means that you're going to get more hassle, so things are just never going to be quite right. They're always going to be on the phone to you. You'll get phone calls at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Or you may get a really bad tenant, okay, who not only is constantly in touch with you, but actually trashes your property. Of course, you'll have checks in place to try and inspect things, but over the course of their tenancy, they're just a lot of hassle. And at the end of the day, if you are whether a dodgy tenant or a bad tenant, you are going to have significant losses in the business. So when it works well, and single lets is actually a good strategy. All right. However, okay, the profits are actually relatively small, and the reason that I love serviced apartments or serviced accommodation in general is that the ability to make money from month one and actually make 3 to 4 times more profit than you would make on a single let. That potential is just huge. Okay, it's absolutely massive. And so, yes, we do get really, really good guests. We get people who follow the systems that we give them. They arrive, they love the apartments, they respect the property, they move on, and then they come back. We get lots of repeat business from those guests, and it does happen. And because of the way that the pricing works, then you're making the profits that you expect, if not more, with very few costs attached. All right. However, if you do get a dodgy guest, if you get someone that doesn't respect the place, well, they're not in your life for 6 months, all right, or 12 months, all right. They're just there for a few days, and then if they do disrespect the place, you send your team in, they reset the apartment for you. You may have a few additional costs attached, but you know what? You've identified that person. You've got all their contact details, their passport, ID, and their phone numbers, their emails, and everything. So if they ever get in touch with you again and want to rebook, well, you don't actually have to have them. You can just cancel their booking and they're gone. And there's no issues around. There's no rights about occupancy and tenancies. They're just they're a guest. They're coming. It's a commercial transaction. If you don't want to have them as a guest or a customer ever again, you don't actually have to have them. So that's it. It's done. It's sorted. So you're only dealing with people that you really want to deal with. And just like with tenancies, you'll have done a few checks along the way and made sure, done your best to make sure that this person is going to be a good guest for you. And you learn over a little bit, very, very quickly, you get to learn to see what the telltale signs are. All right. So that's my answer to the amount of hassle that you get from tenants versus guests, is that at the end of the day, the amount of hassle is actually similar, if not actually less, in serviced accommodation. And at the same time, you're actually making 3 to 4 times more profit. So for about the same amount of effort, you're making a lot more money. It's a win-win. Okay. So thanks for listening, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.